The goal of this workflow is to reduce manual work and automate content publishing using AI. Now let's start from the very beginning. The first node of this workflow is the on-form submission trigger node. This node acts as the entry point of the entire automation. When a user submits the form, the workflow gets triggered automatically. Now, inside this form, there are four important fields. The first field is the title of the video. The second field is the related videos, where the user uploads the actual video file. The third field is the publishing date, and the fourth field is the target audience. So basically, this form becomes the main data source for the entire workflow. Once the form is submitted, all this information is passed into the next node automatically. Now, the workflow moves to the upload file node. Inside this node, the uploaded video file from the form submission is automatically uploaded to a Google Drive. At this point, the workflow stores the video safely in a cloud storage so it can be accessed later by other nodes in the workflow. Along with the video file, the workflow also keeps track of the video title and other important information coming from the form submission. After the upload is completed, the workflow moves to the share file node. Now, this is a very important step. Inside this node, the Google Drive file is shared publicly using the file ID. The reason this is done is because the AI agent needs access to the video URL in order to process the content properly. So this node is basically used to convert the private Google Drive file into a publicly accessible link that can later be used by the AI model. Once the public link is generated, the workflow moves to the edit fields node. Now, this node is mainly used for data formatting, and inside this node, important information is extracted and properly organized before being sent to the AI agent. For example, the workflow extracts the Google Drive video URL, the video title, and other relevant form submission data. So in simple terms, this node prepares the inputs for the AI system. Now we move to our first AI agent model. This is where the workflow becomes truly intelligent. Inside this node, we are using the Google Gemini chat model as the AI engine. Now, the inputs going into this AI agent are the video URL, the target audience, and the video title. Using these inputs, Gemini generates a complete video description automatically by following the entered prompt here. So instead of manually writing description for every YouTube upload, the AI agent creates optimized description instantly. Now, the model understands the context of the video and generates a video description according to the target audience provided in the form. And this is one of the biggest advantages of AI automation. Instead of humans doing repetitive tasks repeatedly, the AI system handles them automatically. Once the AI generates the description, the workflow moves to the append row in sheet node. Inside this node, all the important data is stored inside the Google Sheet. Now, this Google Sheet acts like a database or tracking system for the workflow. There are four main columns being stored here. The first column is the publishing date from the form submission. The second column is the video title. The third column is the video description that we got from the AI agent model. And the fourth column is video URL extracted earlier in the workflow. This step is very useful because it creates a centralized record of all the uploaded content. Now, after storing the data, the workflow moves to our first if model. This node is responsible for scheduling logic. Inside the if condition, the workflow checks whether the publishing date submitted in the form matches the current date. If the dates do not match, the condition becomes false and the workflow stops there. This prevents videos from being uploaded before their scheduling. But if the publishing date matches the current date, then the condition becomes true and the workflow continues automatically. Now the workflow moves to the second AI agent model. Again, this node uses the Google Gemini chat model, but this time for a different purpose. Instead of generating descriptions, this AI agent determines the most appropriate YouTube category ID for the video. The inputs going into this AI model are the video title and the AI generated description. Using these two inputs, Gemini analyzes the types of content and predicts which YouTube category the video belongs to. For example, it may determine whether the video belongs to education, entertainment, technology, gaming, or other categories. This is extremely useful because it automates metadata classification during YouTube uploads. Once the category ID is generated, the workflow moves to the download file node. Now this node downloads the video file using the Google Drive link stored earlier in the workflow. This step prepares the file for the YouTube upload process. After the download is completed, the workflow moves to uploading the video on YouTube through the uploaded video node. This is one of the most important nodes in the entire workflow. Inside this node, the video is uploaded directly to the YouTube automatically. The visibility of the video is set to public, so the video becomes immediately accessible once published. Now, several dynamic fields are used. Here, the video title comes directly from the Google Sheet data. The video description comes from the first AI agent model. The category comes from the second AI agent model. So at this stage, AI is not just helping with content generation, it is actively assisting the YouTube publishing process. This creates a fully automated AI-powered publishing pipeline. Once the upload is successful, the workflow moves to the add a playlist item node. Here, the videos can automatically be categorized into the correct playlists without any manual effort. Now, after adding the video to the playlist, the workflow reaches the second if node. This node checks whether the upload process has been completed successfully or not. If the upload is successful, all conditions are fulfilled, the true condition is triggered. Finally, the workflow moves to the last node, which is the update row and sheet node. Inside this node, the Google Sheet record is updated with the final YouTube video link and the approval status of the upload. So now the spreadsheet not only stores the original data, but also confirms whether the video has been successfully published or not. And this creates a complete end-to-end automated content publishing system. So from a single form submission, this workflow can automatically upload files, process AI-generated descriptions, determine YouTube categories, schedule uploads, and determine playlist category, and also track publishing status, all without manual intervention. Now, this is the true power of AI automation.